and ignore the background. This is real life. Like, I want my channel to just be real life. Like, I just want to come on here and not be all done up all the time and like have my pillows all not done and like a pile of laundry that I have to put on hangers over there. Like, it's fine. But mama needs to get her groove back, okay? Hey guys, so today is gonna be a sit down, heart to heart girl chat. I am going to be goal setting today and writing down habits that the woman I want to be would have. I wanted to share this on my channel, one, so that I could look back on it and see if I become the woman that I want to be, and two, to maybe inspire someone to do the same for themselves. I'm gonna start with just looking at my inspiration board for the year, and I'll put it up on the screen here. But in summary, I had a baby December 2021 and I breastfed him for 12 months. So it has felt like I haven't had time to get back to me. And I know that a lot of moms, like new moms, go through this. And I was feeling, still am, kind of feeling lost, not remembering like who I was and who I am as an individual, not as a mom. And so this year, my biggest takeaway, my biggest overarching, the thread that carried itself through all of the things on my board was getting back to me. It's exciting, but it's gonna take a lot of work and discipline. So I want to create a list of the habits that the woman I want to be would have. I'm going to start from the morning time. I would love, and it's the simplest thing, but I would love to make my bed every day. I don't make my bed every day. I would love to make my bed every day because for me, it's one thing that I could do that doesn't take up much time. It makes me feel better whenever I go into my room. I don't know. It's the smallest thing, but having my bed made, it makes me feel better. And so it's one thing that I really want to be able to do. Now, it's not easy because sometimes I do get out of bed before my husband does. So, and forget about him making the bed. That's not going to happen at all, let alone to my standards. So I would like to make the bed myself. So that means I would have to sometimes go in after him and make the bed. But there are times when I get up before him or I get up after him and I still don't make the bed. So it's something that I just want to be able to do. So I want to do that. I'm going to write that on my list. I have a note, just a random note, and I want to write, make the bed daily. The second thing I would like to do is first thing in the morning, have a glass of lemon water. So I'm going to write that down. Drink a glass of lemon water. When I think about the woman I want to be, I also think about my health and wellness, and I want to put little habits back into my life because I used to do this. I used to get up and have a glass of lemon water every morning, and it's just the perfect start to your day. So it's something that I want to do again, and I think what I'm craving and what I'm looking for the most is routine. All of these things create a routine in my mind. So I think that's what I'm like craving and looking for, is to get back to a routine that feels good for me, that works with my new life, because my old routine doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't have time. No, my priorities are different. I'm a totally different person. Like, things have to change. So far, I want to get up, make the bed, drink a glass of lemon water in the morning. I want to make myself a cup of tea. I used to do this all the time too. At least once a day or once every other day. So now that that's out of the way, I would want to work out, be active, do something at least 3 times a week. That is a big one. With having a baby, my body is not what it once was. So I want to get back to where I'm comfortable, and that would require me to get out there, be active. I have lost 8 pounds in the last like 2-3 months. I started eating better. My husband and I don't order out, like takeout anymore that much. We eat probably 90% of our meals now at home, from home. We cook. So that's been really the sole reason for the weight loss. I mean, I was doing little workouts here and there, maybe twice a week, going on walks with my son. So I guess that does add up. But I haven't been super consistent with working out or anything like that. So I think it could be still impacting the weight loss, but I really feel the eating habits have been the biggest factor in my mind. So I think it's that, but whatever it is, I'm happy for it. Yesterday, I woke up at 4:45 in the morning and I went to F45, my local class, and I really enjoyed it. It was really hard and challenging, but I've been 2 years removed from crazy fitness like that, so I have to give myself grace. I went as hard as I could. I listened to my body. I took breaks when I needed to, so I like skipped 2 out of 20 of the workouts and really listened to what my body was telling me. Like I felt my heart like my palpitations, where sometimes fitness will trigger an anxiety for me. So I felt that happening at like the 16th out of 20th workout that I was doing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to my body. I'm gonna sit this one out. I went and got my water and I skipped that one and then I did the next one. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that, and that's really what I want to continue to do. Sometimes I feel like, well, if I can't do the whole thing, then I don't want to do it at all. Like I want it to be sustainable. So in order for it to be sustainable for me, it has to be something I enjoy. It has to be something I see results with. It has to be something that makes me want to get up at 4:45 in the morning and go. And it has to be something that I prioritize the way my body is feeling and not feel like this pressure, like I have to perform. Like I'm not going to be performative about it. I don't care what anyone around me is thinking or doing. I'm here for me. I'm going to do the best I can. And if that means that I have to skip some of the workouts, then so be it. One of the guys at the workout that I did on Monday, he was like, oh man, like I really wasn't in it today. I was at about 50% the whole time. And in my mind, I was like, well, 50% is better than 0. And that was like a big thing. Like 50% is better than 0. If I go and give 50% of my hardest, it's better than not going at all. So I want to work out, be active 3 times a week. I want to go for walks with my son, get outside. I want to be productive with work things during my son's nap. So that means putting my phone down, putting off Instagram, logging off, and really focusing my time toward the things that are important when I do have the time and not getting distracted. Because I have 2 hours while he naps, which is my best time to get all my work done. And if I'm distracted, then I don't get my work done, then I'm stressed, then I have to work late, then I'm, not going to feel good waking up at 4:45 in the morning. So I have to prioritize the time that I do get to work and focus. If the camera shifted, my battery died, so I had to charge that up a little bit. And ignore the background. This is real life. Like I want my channel to just be real life. Like I just want to come on here and not be all done up all the time and like have my pillows all not done and like a pile of laundry that I have to put on hangers over there. Like it's fine. We're like, I don't want my channel to just be so produced. So back to my list. The last thing I mentioned was be productive with work during the naps and during any down times that I have. So like if my husband takes the baby for an hour, I want to really use that time to get more work done instead of getting distracted with Instagram. And even if it's not getting more work done, but maybe it's going to get my nails done during that time or taking a bath for myself. Like I just want it to be a productive time when I have those moments rather than scrolling and getting distracted by social media and things. Then when it comes to night, like the winding down part of my night, I want to focus on my skincare because that's really important to how I feel. When my skin is good, I feel my best, and I want to put more time into prioritizing my skincare. That includes body care, like making sure I moisturize head to toe, and doing all my, like vitamin C on my face and oils on my body, like all those things that make me feel good and nourish my skin. I want to make sure I'm doing that. So I'm going to write down skincare. Oh, and then I want to start going to bed earlier. Lately, well, not lately because I've been doing pretty good for the last week, but before the last week, I was noticing I was going to bed at like 11, and that's just too late for me when I have to be up at between 6:30 and 7 when my baby gets up. So I love sleep. Before I had a baby, I would sleep 10 to 12 hours a night, which sounds insane when I say that out loud now, because why? But the more sleep I can get, the happier I am, the better I can function. So if I'm waking up at 4:45 on some days, let's just say 5 o'clock, then I want to be in bed by like 9:30, 10, the absolute latest, and going to bed. That would put me at, so like if I go to bed at 10, that would be 7 hours of sleep. Not bad. 7.5, 7 hours of sleep. And then on days when I wake up at 7 with the baby, then I'm getting a really good night's sleep. So that'll just rejuvenate me even more. And then I really want to try to unplug at least 30 minutes before bedtime. So I don't like, it's hard with the current schedule me and my husband have, but I don't like the fact that I'm like watching TV or I'm on my phone right before I go to bed. Like, I kind of want my body and my mind to get into rest mode before I actually hit the bed, because I feel like, or not before I hit the bed, because I could get in bed and like read a book. That would be great. I used to do that all the time. Get in bed, read a book for 30 minutes, or listen to a podcast with my headphones, but like stay off the phone. Don't be scrolling, don't be watching a show. I just want to unwind, unplug 30 minutes before I have to start, getting my body to sleep. That sounds amazing to me. Now I'm gonna go look at my board again and make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, water drinking. So I drink a lot of water. Well, I wouldn't say I drink a lot of water, but water is the only thing I drink. Like, I don't drink juice, I don't drink soda, nothing. I just drink water. And if I go to a restaurant, I'll have like an Arnold Palmer, which is tea, like unsweetened tea and lemonade. So I'll do that, like a green tea lemonade or an Arnold Palmer or a black tea lemonade. I'll do that when I'm out. But at home, sometimes I make a healthy version of the Arnold Palmer too. I actually have some in the fridge right now. But 90% of the time, I'm drinking water. That's it. So it's not that I am drinking other things. It's just that I want to be better about drinking more water. So that was also on my vision board that I forgot to mention on the habits. So yeah, I think those are a good set of goals that the woman I want to be would have. I think everything I mentioned is really in line with my vision board, and I'm just feeling really inspired to make everything on my vision board come true for me. And I'm excited for this next chapter of my life of finding my way back to me after having a baby. I know it's going to take a lot of work and dedication and discipline, but what better motivator do you have than yourself? Like, if you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for anybody. And I don't want to pour from an empty cup. I need to pour into myself. I've poured into my son, I still will. I've poured into my husband, I still will. But mama needs to get her groove back, okay? That is everything. I hope that you find some inspiration in this, and I encourage you to do this exercise on your own. So sit down with yourself in a quiet room and list out habits that the person you want to be would have. And that way you can start implementing those things and become who you want to be. If there's anything that you're not doing that you feel like you really want to do, then yeah. So like, if you wanted a promotion at work, think of what the person who has the job you want does every day. Like, what do you envision that they do within the workplace? Or even at home that makes them a strong candidate for the job. Or if you wanted to lose weight, like what does a person who already has lost the weight doing? Like what is that person? What habits does that person have that you don't have, that you're gonna need to become that, to do that, to lose the weight? So that's kind of where my headspace is at. I'm excited about my list. Hope this inspired you. I'm excited to look back at this one day. And yeah, leave me a comment on one thing that you want to put on your list, one habit that the person you want to be would have. I would love to hear, because it might give me some extra ideas to add to my habits that I want to incorporate into my life. That would be great. We can all inspire each other down there in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.